On this episode of the Film Room, we're going to take a look at Georgia outside linebacker, pass rusher Nolan Smith. If you're not familiar with what I do in these episodes, I like to take a look at and break down game film of these NFL draft prospects to kind of showcase what they do best, what their role might be in the NFL, and that's what we're going to do today with Nolan Smith. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the tape. Now, the first thing that stands out to me is Nolan Smith's athleticism. Here he is lined up on the right side of the screen, the left outside linebacker. He's in a clear wide 9 technique. And at the snap, he's going to get the tight end coming out to slow him down. So he cuts underneath of him and then is able to get outside and then bend that edge to affect this pass. And it's just that ability to make that quick changes of direction and then be able to turn that corner and affect this. I mean, this is all happening in a short area, and he's having to cover all that ground to still get in there and affect that pass. The reason that was an incomplete pass was because Nolan Smith got into Spencer Rattler, affected that throw, and forced an incompletion. And I just love this athleticism from him. I love the burst. I love that ability to bend around the offensive tackle and get a pressure and affect and make a play. In this clip against Oregon, we see Nolan Smith over here on the right side. Once again, kind of that wide 9. And he's just able to use his speed and able to then flatten at the top to come in and get a quarterback hit. The pass was still completed, but we see that speed and just that ability to flatten. When he got to the top of that pass rush on top of the left tackle, he was able to just flatten right down, get horizontal, and go attack that quarterback. He didn't have this whole arc that he had to go around there. He was able to just go, flatten, and attack the quarterback. And you just love that speed and that body control to be able to win around the edge. Now, we've seen a few clips of Nolan Smith winning around the edge, but he also is able to use that athleticism and that quickness to win inside too. Here against South Carolina, he's going to make a quick inside move. See how he puts that left foot down to shoot inside and get up. And I know his teammate got to the quarterback first, but he was right there in a position to get a quarterback hurry, to get a quarterback hit, sack, whatever it may be, with that quick move to his right and then able to work his way through that tackle attempt from the right guard. And it's just that quickness, that explosive quickness laterally that was able to get him in that position to get after the quarterback. Now, Nolan Smith is much more than just a pass rushing specialist. He's also able to use those athletic traits to help him in the run game. Here against South Carolina, he's lined up, 5 technique-ish. Got the tight end on his side. And he's able to use a quick move inside. Okay? That tight end's looking to block down, and look at him just dip that shoulder, move laterally to his right to avoid that, get into the backfield, and get the tackle. They were hoping, South Carolina, that Austin Stogner was going to be able to block down on him, pull their linemen, get a big run here. But with the quickness, with that lateral agility, Nolan Smith was able to get in the backfield and blow this play up and get a tackle for loss. We see a similar play here against Oregon, lined up 7, 9-ish technique. He's going to, once again, move laterally to his right, dip that shoulder, and the play is away from him, and he's able to then accelerate to get down the line and help get another tackle at near the line of scrimmage. And it's just that quickness, that burst. He sees that play going behind him, and he's almost able to go and chase him down using that speed and his explosiveness. And I just love this ability to get lateral, to dip that shoulder, and then go burst out of it to make a play. And then on this play, Nolan Smith's lined up here on the right side, and he's going to make, once again, another lateral move. This Right tackle is going to look to do a quick set to guard him, to engage with him, and he's able to make this quick move, bounce off that play, the block to make this tackle. And it's just that ability, that quickness, kind of a poor blocking attempt by this left tackle, but he's able to take on the contact, use a little bit of power to kind of stand up that left tackle, and then just use his lateral quickness. I mean, that's a quick move to be able to get there, engage, and then explode to his left to make that tackle. He didn't just make a move and drag down this running back. He hit him and drove him to the ground, and it just shows the quick explosiveness that we see out of Nolan Smith. Now, everything so far that I've shown you has been him using his explosiveness, his lateral agility, his speed. He's more than just that. And on this play, South Carolina's going to run towards him. And as we see here, he's able to take on this right tackle, engage with him, and set a hard edge. He set himself in a position that if this running back continues it outside, he's going to be able to free himself, shed that block, and make the tackle. Now, it didn't happen because he set that hard edge and the running back cut it up, but Nolan Smith shows that, hey, I can win at the point of attack, I can play with good leverage, and I can set a hard edge on the outside and put myself in a position that I can go in and make a play on the edge in the run game. And so we saw the speed and the quickness. Here we're seeing the strength, the functional strength, the play strength, the just the ability to win at the point of contact. And then finally, I love this clip because it just shows his willingness to get dirty. Nolan Smith's lined up here on the left-hand side, 5 technique-ish. And South Carolina's going to pull. They're going to pull their left guard and their tight end across the formation. And some guys will look to slip it. They'll dive at the feet, whatever. Nolan Smith comes and takes it head on to occupy that guy and kind of blow the play up. His ability to do that forced this tight end to have to cut up inside, freeing basically this linebacker right here and this defender right over here to come up and make this play. And even Nolan Smith himself got a hand on the ball carrier. And it's just that strength, that aggressiveness, that toughness to just go in and make a dirty play, not a dirty cheap play, but to get his hands dirty and blow up this play to help get the stop. I mean, they only got maybe a yard, and a lot of it was because Nolan Smith's toughness on this play. There is so much to like about Nolan Smith as a prospect. I didn't have a whole lot of expectations going in when I watched him, but I came away very impressed. Here's a guy that basically has it all. He's got speed to win around the edge. He's got the agility, the body control to be able to bend that edge, to flatten the edge. He can make quick moves inside. And then as we saw there at the end, he's got the power to be able to play the run. You look at him, he's not when I watch him play, I don't really see size being an issue. He's listed at 6'3", 235 pounds, 235 pounds on the edge. You'd like to see him a little bit bigger, but no point in the games that I watched him did I thought that he looked small or played small. So, if he's 235 and he's playing like he did there, I mean, in the SEC, he's playing against NFL caliber tackles, and he's holding his own. So that size isn't much of an issue. I think that's going to cause him to be more of a 3-4 edge rusher, but we're seeing in today's NFL, I mean, they're bringing guys down. He's going to be running off the edge anyway, so it doesn't truly matter. He just might get put with a team whose base personnel is a 3-4. I could see him playing some in a 4-3 under defense, that San Francisco Seattle style 4-3 defense where their strong side linebacker is kind of lined up on a tight end side, and then they can reduce him down like a Bruce Irving did for many years. I could also see him playing the Leo in that same type of system where they kind of line him up out wide and have him rush hard off the edge. I think he'd be a great fit in that as well. But I think a lot of teams, no matter what type of scheme they run, are going to be big fans of Nolan Smith. He did miss a good chunk of at the end of the season because of a torn pectoral muscle, but that's something to me. I don't think that will affect his draft status. I've seen him in plenty of mocks early on so far, going in the late 20s. I think he's a guy that could easily go in the top 20 of the NFL draft. I mean, outside of Will Anderson, he's my favorite pass rusher. I think I have Myles Murphy rated higher than him. I had Myles Murphy rated higher than him, but I liked Nolan Smith a lot better. He flashed more. I think I have them. They're the same grade, but I just gave Myles Murphy the bump because of the size and maybe more scheme versatile. But whatever team's going to get Nolan Smith, they're going to be excited to get him. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of the Film Room. The best way to get these is to subscribe. So make sure you hit that subscription button. Make sure you're also following me on social media, draft_Brian. Doesn't matter what social media it's on. You can find me there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time.